Hey everyone, thanks for stopping into my channel. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate all the subscriptions. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We really appreciate it. It really helps us out. This is just a little video I'm doing this morning after I opened up a Johnny Cash Vintage 2i Columbia Volume 1. I found the inner sleeve had some interesting information regarding record and needle care, which most of it is still relevant today. Of course, we don't refer to our needles as needles. We refer to them as styluses, and our cartridges are much more complicated and expensive than the one, 50, 60 years ago. But the intent of this sleeve and the basic information is still relevant. Of course, refer to your cartridge's instructions and manual for its specific care. As far as the record care goes, the record care has been the same since records were first produced. And I'm going to go over some of that here. I'm going to try to focus in and see if we could read the text. And here's a little few paragraphs regarding, or bullet points regarding, your record care. Of course, most of you already know this, but for someone who's just starting out collecting vinyl, a lot of this is important. And I see these questions all the time on Facebook record collecting pages and things online. And here you have number one: always handle the record by its edges or by one edge and the center, touching only the label. Never touch the playing surface or grooves of the record. And this is real good advice, because any oils from your fingers that get onto the record surface is not good for the record, not good for your stylus. Number two: buckle the record jacket when removing or replacing the record by pressing the jacket against you. This will help guard against possible scratches. Now, I've never really had to do this. I could always open it up with my fingers, but of course, you don't really want the record surface to touch the cardboard. And if you have a really good inner sleeve, this is not going to be a problem. Number three: before playing the record, wipe it clean and wipe it lightly with a soft, slightly damp cloth. This will help remove the dust which collects on the record because of static electricity. Now, of course, remember, this was 70 years ago, 60 years ago, 50 years ago when this was compiled. Of course, now we have record cleaning machines. We have ultrasonic record cleaning machines. We have, much better mechanisms to clean our records. But this is basic, and you should always clean your records. Number four is very important: storing your records. And as you could, hopefully you could see that, but I'll read it. Store records, albums vertically. Store single records, 78 RPM records, 45 RPM records, or extended play records, EPs, either on edge or flattened stacks. And I don't recommend storing any record flattened stacks. But this is just some good advice. But all albums should be stored up vertically and hopefully tightly. You don't want to have any leaning of your records that could cause warpage. And here's a final note: your Colombian records are a permanent library of great performances. And it goes on to indicate, careful use of your records will ensure their life, and that's true. I have records that are over 50, 60 years old that are still near mint, VG plus, that sound better than new records. And here we're going to go to your needle care, which, like I said, please refer to your actual manual or instructions that came with your stylus and cartridge. But here it just gives you some differences between a diamond, sapphire, and an osmium, which I don't even think are made anymore. And the main crux of this is that time spent using this stylus is indicative of keeping care of your records. If a stylus is worn from too much use, you're going to permanently damage your records, and there's no coming back, no matter how many times you clean them or how well you clean them. If the stylus is damaged, you will damage your records. And I'll just go in there. And the little footnote is a note of caution: despite modern improvements in photograph needles, no needle is permanent. A worn needle damages the delicate grooves of your records. At the first sign of deteriorating sound or skipping, check your needle. A permanent needle is permanent only in the sense that a permanent wave is. That's the first time I've heard that. Check your needle for wear at your Columbia dealer. And it also has a advertisement for some photographs that Columbia was advertising. But here you have it, just a quick segment for those who are just starting out in vinyl, because like I said, I see these questions relatively often on Facebook and other online pages that have to do with collecting LPs, collecting records. So thanks a lot. Like I said, this is an old inner sleeve, but most of the information is still true today. But please, as far as your stylus and your cartridge, check the manufacturing recommendations. Cartridges today are expensive, they're complicated, they're delicate, and you can't just change a needle or a stylus on most higher end cartridges. They have to be retipped professionally, and that's an expensive process. But by keeping your records clean, it actually enhances the life of your stylus. So thanks a lot. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We really appreciate it. Talk to you soon. Bye.